this reluctant reader definition. Not being a big reader yourself, I'm not sure. That could mean maybe that you don't read at all, but I would say if you define being a big reader as having read the complete works of Jane Austen and Thomas Hardy and loving every moment of your English literature class in high school, then don't worry, that's not the kind of big reader that you need to be. I read Stephen King as a kid, and comic books and horror fiction are still among my favorite types of reading, and you don't have to be reading on a highbrow literary scale to call yourself a big reader. If you really are not reading anything at all, I hate to tell you, but that is something that you're going to have to work around to be able to effectively recommend books to kids. It's great for you to be reading yourself, to be modeling reading behavior in front of kids, especially if you're a dude. We don't have enough dudes reading and modeling reading to young men. But don't be afraid, because you don't have to bulk up on 50 books before you can start making recommendations. You could talk about books that you've heard about, you're curious about. You could offer to read a book at the same time that the kids are reading the book. I think being honest and just saying, like, I'm trying this out myself goes a long way, and you'll have something to talk about. Even if everybody hates the book, you can still have a conversation about it. Ways to sort of jumpstart figuring out books, matching books with kids. You could, of course, ask them about what else they've read and enjoyed or hated. I ask kids about books they hate. But also talk about movies, talk about video games, talk about activities, talk about things that are important in their lives. And that's another way to find out what a kid's interests are and match them up with something